are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel no winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there watching us live. We are back again. Welcome back to BCM Sports Live, brought to you by BlueClouds Media, your trusted source for all comprehensive Chelsea FC coverage. Yes, Club World Cup reaction. Today we'll be looking into the Club World Cup reaction. Yesterday's stunning performance that took place at the Philadelphia Stadium, the stadium for the Eagles. Yes, I'm your host, Nizam. I have Yusuf here with me today. Stephen might join us a bit later as the stream goes on. And what a significant night it was for Chelsea. We just witnessed a second string side deliver a dominant 3-0 victory over Esperance de Tunis, securing Chelsea's place in the Club World Cup round of 16. Yes, tonight or this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're watching us from, depending on the time, we will be looking at Liam Delap's inaugural Chelsea goal. Absolutely, what a goal from him. He just literally just passed the ball into the back of the net. Also, we look at defensive solidity. With these defense that we saw yesterday, should be the defense going forward, or it was just a one-off game? Let's see. Enzo Maresca. We'll be looking at Enzo Maresca tactical approach to yesterday's game and what the future lies for him with his Chelsea team. Also, Nicolas Jackson's suspension impact. How did it really impact the game? Did it really give Enzo Maresca things to look out for in upcoming games in terms of not having Nicolas Jackson and using Liam Delap as his number 9 or the number 1 striker? And let's look at how Nkunku was able to play that well behind Delap yesterday's game. Enzo Fernandez, also we look at Enzo Fernandez, club captain's impact as a team, and him himself as the club captain. and how it has developed in his game so far for Chelsea. So these are the things that we'll be looking up to as today's stream. So be part of it, like I always say. We always encourage you to join the live chat and the comment. Keep your comments coming. Be part of the show. If you're a subscriber, you know what to do. If you're a moderator, you know what to do. You also, if you're first time watching us on this platform, we'd like you to be streaming on two platforms at the same time, X and YouTube. So don't forget, also you can watch us on your smart TV, your smart computer, whatever you have that is smart, you can watch us here. Go on YouTube, click on BlueClouds Media, BC Sports. You get us right on your smart devices. So without further ado, won't waste so much time. We're gonna start it. We're gonna get it going. We have you saved it, like I said. Guys, stick with us. BlueClouds Media is here, Nizan is here, Yusuf is here, Stephen will join us later. DJ Sav will also join us later. Let's get it going. Stick with us. We'll be right back in a second. Hello. We have Yusuf in the studio with me today. Hello, mate. Good afternoon, good evening to you. How are you, sir? How are you?
Mate, I'm good. Unfortunately, I won't be here for the whole stream. As you know, I've got a flight to catch. So yeah, I'll only be here for about, let's say, 45 minutes. That's the most I'm going to be here. And maybe the stream later, I'll pop in and say hi. We'll see what happens.
Very, very interesting. I'm sure you're a delightful or a happy Chelsea fan watching your team played yesterday and putting up a brilliant performance. I don't know what to say. Liam Delap, Enzo Maresca tactics. We saw some new, would I say the player that everyone wanted to see yesterday, which was Santos' performance, in Kuku's performance. I think it was brilliant performance from the team yesterday. But what do you make of what you witnessed last night?
I will say I actually didn't watch the game. As you know, I'm in Romania currently because then the kickoff would have made it 4 a.m. So it wasn't possible for me to watch it, but I did see the highlights, and I did see a couple of. I saw all three goals. By the way, I want to shout out ES Tunis's goalkeeper. Thank you for being on Chelsea's payroll because that performance was amazing. And I was actually impressed with Liam Delap, him scoring his first Chelsea goal. It's always nice to see that. Enzo Fernandez giving the assist to that. That combination of Enzo Fernandez to Liam Delap will be very important next season, I think. And who are the other goal scorers? I can't remember now. Tyrique George scored at the end. Yeah, very good goal. Obviously, the keeper spilled it, but is what it is. And Tosin getting the goal as well. So yeah, pretty happy performance. And we've got Benfica in the next round, which I'm actually pretty happy with. So yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Absolutely, I do agree with you. I'm trying to get back to a different layout where, I do absolutely. It was a great performance. It was a good performance. Nerves. I didn't panic at all. I was a bit worried prior to the game. I'm very optimistic. I didn't know what to expect, what to see, because I realized there was going to be some rotation. And sometimes when you have that many changes, it distracts the harmony or the flow of the game. But we didn't see anything of that magnitude, or we didn't see anything of that stuff on that pitch yesterday. Enzo Maresca, really squad depth. We saw this also last season when the season started. The 2024-2025 season, we saw how brilliant the squad was beginning, going on a round of. They were on a round of form. They won about 7 games in a row, something like that. They were very, very good until something just gave away and the team were just losing and drawing. But can we really trust in the crop of players that we have, putting up a fight in the upcoming season by what the highlights you've seen, the squad depth, the quality of the squad, although they're still young in some instance, but it's still quality. I'll say there is quality there, and also there's experience in the team.
Yeah, definitely. This squad is capable of challenging for the title, but we just need the signings for example, we could have got Mike Maignan in, but we decided to haggle over 5 million for it, and we didn't go in for it. Then we made a stupid decision to exclude Petrovic, and then he's probably going to be out the door now. But we need signings like Mike Maignan. Obviously, Jamie Gittins is possibly looking likely that he's going to sign now. We're possibly waiting for the here we go from Fabrizio Romano in the next few hours, possibly. So, yeah, Jamie Gittins, he'll be a winger option for us. If I'm honest, from the highlights I've seen of him, I think he's a Madueke 2.0, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, like, it's just so robotic. That's the thing. Like, Madueke is similar, but, yeah, we've got Gittins coming in, possibly. And then I just feel like we need that experienced centre-back in there because, remember, this squad is all young. They need someone who's been there and done it and worn the T-shirt and won trophies to, like, how do I say it? To lead them on, you know, if you get me. Like, I saw links. I keep seeing links that Chelsea are looking at Bastoni. It's not true. Let's be honest. It's not true
no,
because
it's not true.
We know the owners aren't going to go for a player like that because, firstly, high wages. Second of all, they're like he's proven in the Champions League and the Serie A level that he can do it. Like, and yeah, we've been linked with Mark Gurhey as well. Like, there's so many players that we've been linked with that, for example, I think the perfect window for me would have been if we got Mike Maignan in, if we got obviously Hoyson's gone to Real Madrid, but Mark Gurhey would have been a good signing as well. I think if we got also Usman Diamande from Sporting.
The Sporting.
Yeah. Joel Hato from Ajax is also a good option for a backup for Cucurella. Joel Hato from Ajax. Yeah, he's had links with Arsenal as well. And midfield, I don't think we need, but now in that attacking line, we've been linked with Rodgers, Kudus, Ekatike. I don't think Ekatike is the one we need. If I'm honest, I wouldn't mind having Kudus and Rodgers because then it gives us flexibility in that front line. Because if we ever need to play Palmer on the right, we could put Rodgers in the 10. And we know that those two have a good friendship outside of football. So I think that would be good as well. And Mohamed Kudus, he's proven, I saw a stat where he's got like the second most successful take-ons after Lamine Yamal in Europe's top 5 leagues last season. So I think that would be a good option as well. And obviously, we've got a striker. It all depends on if Nicolas Jackson leaves, if I'm being honest. You know my stance on that. I'd rather have him out. Yeah. But if we don't get a proper striker in, I'd rather keep Jackson, if I'm being honest.
I do agree with you. Talking about Mohamed Kudus. Kudus is a player that I wanted at the football club. I want him to be there, but looks like at the time that Chelsea is supposed to bring him in, the time is gone because he's a left-footed player. Most likely, you're going to end up seeing him play on the right-hand side, and that right-hand side of Chelsea squad is choked. You got too many players over there. Neto also plays that position. Also,
remember we've got Esteban coming as well. We've got Esteban coming soon.
So that's why I'm saying that Kudus. I think the time for Kudus is really past. You got Esteban, who is going to be part of the squad and he's going to be on the bench also. Having Kudus is not a bench warmer. He's not going to be a bench player. He's a game starter. He's a game changer. Also, most of the time you're going to see him getting game time. Else, it will be like, although the wages is kind of small, our wages are down. We're not paying 350, 200, 250 and the rest. We're going to have too many players that Chelsea will be paying out. And then the goalkeeping department also. I think that Chelsea, I will prefer to bring in one of the top goalkeepers, which is Mike Maignan, will be leaving. He's got, I think, 12 months left on his contract, who will be leaving for free. Maybe, who knows, one more season for Sanchez at Chelsea. Then they can bring this player in if they want to, because there's evidence that there was an inquiry. So it means that Chelsea will prefer or, prioritize bringing him in. But for now, I think that I know. I'm not saying because of how the tournament is going, so we're good with Sanchez or what's his name? Philippe Jorgensen.
Petrovic.
I'm not saying that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not
Jorgensen.
saying that.
Oh.
Jorgensen is the one we have in the poll yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I think that they find it difficult to ship Sanchez out, to find a club for Sanchez. You know, so I feel like maybe one more season for him, and after that he leaves abroad, and they could bring in Mark Magnon, who will leave for free. That's what I'm thinking at this moment. But
yeah,
that's the future. That's the future. We'll talk about that in the future. But looking at yesterday's game, Chelsea have made it to round of 16. We'll be facing FC Porto,
Benfica.
who we've done deals. Benfica. I was saying FC Porto. Benfica. We'll be facing Benfica, a team
Portuguese
that
teams.
Yeah, we've done business with in the past, and even we still do business with them. I think Enzo Fernandez is one of the players also coming from there. We've had Nemanja Matic also from there. We've had Luis. What's his name again? David Luiz also, and also so many players. What's his name? Ramirez also coming from there. Many players have come from Benfica to Chelsea Football Club. But then, how confident are you looking at next round of 16 facing Benfica?
I'll be honest, I wouldn't like with the confidence. I'm more confident than if we were facing Bayern Munich, because I know Bayern Munich, if we get in the round of 16, they'll more likely take it more seriously than they did in the group stage. So I'm actually quite happy that we got Benfica, because like with our side of the draw, it's, I'd say, the best opportunity, because if we beat Benfica, then we have to play either Palmeiras or Botafogo, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's the perfect situation for us, and then we'd be in the semi-final easily. If I'm being honest, Palmeiras might be a more difficult opponent, because obviously there's Esteval there. But remember, Botafogo aren't mugs either. They beat PSG in the group stage. Remember, like we've got to remember this. So
they also struggled yesterday, though.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's the best side of the best situation we could have got, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I do agree with you. It will be a bit difficult after we eliminate Benfica, but Benfica will be a team next Chelsea will be facing in the round of 16 in the Club World Cup competition. There is some few talk in town, or maybe news trending on regarding some top athletes or ex-pro that have played the game, where they believe that even winning the Club World Cup doesn't make you the world best or the top best or the best club in the world. Does it really make sense to you? If let's say Chelsea goes on and win this tournament, does it make them the best club in the world?
If I'm honest, no, because I don't think most of these teams have taken this competition like that seriously. I mean, we've seen Bayern beat teams. We've seen Bayern beat a team 10-0 this tournament, and then we've seen Man City beat a team 6-0. Like those teams, I think, have taken it more seriously, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's like it wouldn't have the same sentiment to it if we won the Champions League. It wouldn't have the same sentiment, because I'd say the Champions League is more difficult. Like, I'd say it's the same sort of level as, you know, how the Europa League used to be back in the day.
Yeah,
I think it's on the set. I think it's on the same level as that, because there's good teams in there, but is it really the best of the best? I'm not so sure, because obviously Real Madrid's in there, but like Dortmund are there, PSG are there. But think about it, there are big teams missing, and obviously, like, you'd have to enter this tournament, you'd have to have won the Champions League, like you'd have to have won this Club World Cup like back in a few years. But that's how we got it. We only got into this tournament by winning the Champions League in 2021. So yeah, I'm not sure if it would have the same sentiment as if we won the Champions League.
For me, I think I'm going the other way. I feel like winning these competition, although people may think, oh, Chelsea were not the cream de la cream team in the Premier League before qualify for this competition, because Chelsea, it's not just winning it. I think it also has to do with number of points that you accumulated in the Champions League competition that you've been playing in the past. You qualified to semifinals, quarterfinals, and then made it to the finals, which we won not too long ago. That gave us that point to qualify for the Club World Cup competition. But this is a Club World Cup where contract has been signed that you're supposed to parade your top players. And I've seen all the players that I can see in the world right now. We have Real Madrid, we have Atletico Madrid, we have the best teams coming from Spain, and we have the best teams coming from England. Also, Chelsea are one of them, because Chelsea qualified for top four just ended season. So it makes them worthy to be in this competition. And this is the first ever. This is first ever, Club World Cup competition put together in this format. It will be very, very interesting. It will be very nice if you go in there and you win it. And make sure it means that all clubs, the top clubs in the world, we're talking about Champions League competition that is being hosted in every continent, put together, and you imagine as the winner of it, doesn't make you the top best club in the world. I found it very hard to take that, because I believe that there's a lot of work into it. Everyone is playing his top players right now. I've seen Vinny Juniors, and I've seen the likes of Luka Modric. I've seen the likes of Erling Haaland for Manchester City. All these players, when they are available, they are playing. So I wouldn't take it. It's very difficult for me to take it and say it's not the best competition out there if Chelsea's not going to be the best club in the world if they win it. Because remember, you're going to have the badge on your jersey for 4 years until the competition kick off again. So that's more motivation. That's also helps, boost Chelsea's, would I say, Chelsea's chances of winning upcoming competition, in being the Premier League and in being a Champions League coming up, whatever competition they found themselves. So I think that, yeah, indeed, it makes you the best club in the world. All right, so that's where I think right now. But big up to greetings to you. I think it goes by the name Oscar. Is it Oscar Riffi? I'm sure that's the name. Hope I got it right. It says a new subscriber. Thank you very, very much, Oscar, for joining us on the show here today. You guys have made this show skyrocketing all the time. You guys have made things happen as usual. Oscar, thank you very much. Let me know where exactly you are watching the show from, Oscar. I really, really appreciate it. I want to know how far the channel have gone and who are still watching it. So be part of it as one of the fastest growing YouTube channels out there. So let me know, Oscar. Is it Oscar? Yeah, I'll call him Oscar. Oscar, make it short. Oscar, exactly where you are watching us from. Thank you very much. My name is Nee. Nee is right here with my brother here, Yusuf. Oscar said he's watching all the way from China. Big up to China. Yeah, China, absolutely. Yeah, incredible how the channel has traveled. We've got people from Brazil, Esperance, Africa, and all those continents and countries. But big up to I'm sure China. Yeah, big up to Oscar watching us live. Oscar, how many people really did you watch the game yesterday? If you did, let me know your thoughts on what you see. Positivity, what kind of positive did you take out from the game yesterday? Me and my brother here, if you have any question, you can drop in the comment section below. We'll give you very, very respectful and tangible answers for your question. Let's look at Liam Delap as a striker. We look at Liam Delap as a striker. You see, yesterday he has his full debut on the pitch with the absence of Nicolas Jackson. What's the way forward for Chelsea? Should we make him the number one in our starting game? What do you make of Delap's performance yesterday?
I thought he was very good. Genuinely, he took his goal very well. I remember it. Like I think it was Enzo chipped the ball over to him, and then he took a touch and then spun a defender, and then he literally just passed it in the net. Like the goalkeeper wasn't even there. So yeah, a brilliant finish for him, and I play as a striker, so I know how good that finish is. So yeah, I think that was very, very good finish from Liam Delap. On him being the number one, I'm not so sure because he's still very young. I know he's got the potential, but I just feel like Chelsea Football Club, you expect us to have like a number one striker, if you get what I mean, like a player of the caliber of a Victor Osimhen, for example, of a Victor Gyökeres. Even like, we've been linked with so many strikers. Like even Kolo Muani, I wouldn't even like have been angry with, if I'm being honest. Like he's got a similar profile to Jackson, Kolo Muani, but I think he's got a little bit more to offer. So yeah, like I just feel like obviously for now he's the number one, but if we sign another striker like Victor Gyökeres, which is very unlikely, but Victor Osimhen, which is also unlikely, but if we sign a striker like that, or if we end up getting Ekitike, then I think Ekitike and Delap will probably compete for that number one spot. I don't think there's a solid number one there that we can really count on. So I think if it's Ekitike and Delap, they'll just compete. But if we get someone like a Gyökeres or an Osimhen, I think one of them will be the number one.
I mean, I do understand what you're saying, but you could say that you're thinking maybe they'll bring in one of the top names in Europe to bring to the football club that can really help the team out. But Chelsea's a football club who is highly known for bringing in top name strikers that have never lived up to expectation. One we can say, whoa, I wouldn't say, looking at the amount of money Chelsea spent, 50 million on Fernando Torres. He helped Chelsea secured a first ever Champions League trophy, which is, but we could say that he struggled at Chelsea. You could also talk about Andrew, what's his name, Shevchenko, Ukrainian, also who did struggle, heavily, with Chelsea. Yeah, there we are. We have Sion in the studio. Big up to Sion in the video. That's the man himself showing up in the stream today. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon, Sion. Welcome back to the show again. And Cole Palmer also in the comment section.
I will say first thing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't watch the match because it was 2 a.m. in my time, so I'm only going off of what.
You watched some highlights, didn't you?
I watched that. That was the only way I was able to do this. But from what I've heard, it was a dominant performance.
But what are the UK fans doing? We in here in America, we are up on our legs and our butt, sitting down on our chair, on the couch, every morning. I have to wake up 6 o'clock, early kickoff in the UK time. I watch pretty much 80% to 90%
I'm not
of Chelsea
saying,
games.
I'm saying that's I appreciate the commitment. Yes, it was really, but it also, I mean, if it was 6 o'clock in the morning, I would have been able to do it. But it is 2 o'clock. It's still
very late.
Still like middle of the night. But
it would have been 4 a.m. for me. It would have been 4 a.m. for me, so I get your point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, we make the quarterfinals. If we make the quarterfinals, that game is also at 2 a.m. in the UK as well.
Beautiful. I mean, I understand the time difference really hits, and it's not like all the time. It's just once in a while. So you guys should be up to watch your team play. All right, Cole Palmer is waiting. Cole Palmer said, "Where is the kittens?" Here we go. I think that it's pretty much done. We're just waiting for here we go, just like you said. But we have another stream that will come up later on. I think 6 p.m. UK time. Yeah, for transfers. That will be more for transfers. This stream is more about the review of yesterday's stunning performance from Chelsea. 3 goals. Liam Delap.
I think Liam Delap as well. The goal he scored, that was brilliant. Enzo Fernandez. I think that's now. I read the stat right. That's like. I think that's now his 11th GNA since I think April.
Yeah,
something like that. I think it was like his 18th assist the whole season or something.
18th assist. That's look. I told Yusuf that although he is young, Yusuf said, "No, I don't think that he's having a little doubt whether he could be our number one going forward." And I said, although he's young, this guy knows his football. He's coming from a school of thought. He's coming from Manchester City, whom they know him. And as young as he is, he played with just a group of players that are just average with Ipswich Football Club. And he was able to secure 12 goals last season in the Premier League. That, imagine him playing with the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, who can give him a better pass for him to finish.
The other thing is, I will say about that is, at Ipswich, they were playing counter-attacking, they weren't. I don't want, obviously the other teams you still have to defend, but they weren't sitting back in a way. Whereas now he's going to be dealing with defenses that will just sit back and not let you through, and that's where I think I'm not too sure about it in terms of can he do it. I still think he can, but yes.
Yesterday's an example, isn't it? Yesterday's an example. Low block, Yusuf. Go ahead, Yusuf.
Yeah, literally what you were just about to say. When teams go low block on us, like when Ipswich came to Stamford Bridge, the season that just gone, I was there at that game. I knew what Ipswich were going to do. Literally, they sat back and then they just hit us on the counter. That's all they did. And then I just feel like we just needed someone like Liam Delap, because we were just spamming crosses into the box. Why isn't there with just a box presence, just there to head a ball into the goal? We need a striker like that. And I feel like Liam Delap can do that.
And then how many times, right, where this team has scored goals because Cucurella or Enzo made that run into the box, which is what the striker should have been doing.
Right.
Exactly. Enzo did that in the Conference League final.
Yep. Cucurella in the against United. Well, and also against Southampton, but I mean that one was more just poor defending, the Southampton one. Enzo also against Tottenham as well. That was another one. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. We've got other players acting like strikers for us.
Against Liverpool as well. That one. That was another one.
But if you guys look at the finish from Liam Delap yesterday and compare to Nicolas Jackson on that ball, you expect that it's going to be a blast, maybe a blast, much more power. But this guy finished that ball, chance with finesse. He just passed it in without blasting into the back of the net. That should tell you that he's got footballing brain, isn't it?
Here's the thing, right? I think as great as that is, right, that was more down to the goalkeeper having poor positioning as well. I don't want to take credit away from it. It was a brilliant goal. Say that. But at the same time, because I play as a goalkeeper myself, right? And the one thing that you do not do in that position is just stand there. The goalkeeper was just standing there. That's the one thing you don't do. But I will say the goal on itself, that was a brilliant finish. And also the goalkeeper made another mistake late on. How are you letting the ball go straight through your hands?
The goal.
How are you letting the ball go through your hands? How does that even happen? I mean, that was something we could ask Sanchez for as well.
Yeah. Very, very, very interesting, guys. We are still here. My name is Nee. I'm here. I'm being joined here with Sion here on the show, and we have Yusuf also. Yusuf is still in Romania. I thought he was supposed to be in UK by now. I'm not so sure. Yusuf is supposed to be in the UK, isn't he?
I thought he leaves later tonight.
I've got a flight in about, it's in about 3 hours, but I've got a taxi there soon.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I thought you told me you were leaving tonight, so that's how
No, I thought he was. Supposed to be last night.
It is tonight.
Today.
It is tonight.
It's tonight.
I'll have to. I'll have to leave in about 10-15 minutes. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he said 45 minutes. He can only be with us for 45 minutes. But looking at yesterday's game, we've talked about the striking department. We've talked about the defense. Let's talk about the defense a little bit. We saw a number of players Tosin Adarabioyo's performance yesterday with the stunning header, beautiful header from him, where it gave the goalkeeper, no chance.
I think that's
at all.
one thing that this team, why this team struggles with set pieces, because like you look at, because we don't really have a player that's like because we pretty much didn't really have many players that could, like, you know, that's physically demanding. I think, but Tosin is one of those players that is very physical, can win aerial duels easily. I think I think that was like his main strength. Also, not just from yesterday, but throughout the season as well.
And maybe something that I saw in the game yesterday, he was really communicating with the set piece takers, Enzo Fernandez. He went all the way close to him and in yesterday's game, he was telling him where to put the ball, where he wants the ball. And it reminds me of back in the days, John Terry, Tyrique George, they always make that communication where they want the ball, the far corner, where they want, because they have the height.
Back in the day, that's what elite footballers do, especially the defenders as well. You're looking at Vidic did that as well previously, Tony Adams and all these other legends, Rio, they all did this. I do actually have one question unrelated to this match, and I've never actually got any of your thoughts on this. What do you think of the stadium situation?
I think that yesterday's attendance was much better. It suits the timing.
No. I meant Stamford Bridge and redevelopment, Earls Court, all that.
Okay. Talking about Stamford Bridge. Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'll say right now. But big up to you, Cole Palmer. He says Einstein said that getting to Chelsea is imminent. Absolutely, yeah. That came out yesterday. That is why he's going to be part of our show tonight. So, Cole Palmer, tune in tonight, 6 p.m. UK time, and we'll talk more about the transfers. We just want to make today's stream more about the review of yesterday's game. Looking at the nitty-gritty of everything that went through on today's game. Nicolas Jackson out, Enzo Maresca's tactics and all that. But yeah, this might take on the stadium development. I think the best thing we can do as a football club, if we want to rub shoulders with the likes of the Real Madrid, the Barcelonas, the Manchester City, who cannot even fill up the stadium for that matter. We even call them the empty ad. If we want to be the biggest club in the world, Stamford Bridge need to be redeveloped. If there's no room to expand it to 60 to 70,000 capacity, then we as fans have to remember that. We have to know that football has grown, has moved away from would I say
I look at it as
I
look at it as I know Stamford Bridge it's important, like, to the community and everything.
Yeah,
but I also look at Earls Court as it's a much bigger site. It's what let me check on Google Maps real quick. Yeah,
that's what I'm coming to. If we mean business as a football club and we want to be that big, we need to move away from Stamford Bridge. Earls Court is not far away. Earls Court is not far away from Stamford Bridge.
23 minutes. 23-minute walk.
Yeah, 23 minutes walk. It's nothing. Right?
The other thing is Earls Court is also has a much better transport links than Stamford Bridge, right? It has
the train station all around that place.
There's 3 train stations nearby.
3 train stations, yeah.
Exactly.
West Brompton, West Kensington, and Earls Court. Those 3. And then you're looking at also a lot of people don't have to change trains and everything at Earls Court. Now, because like when you have 3 stations, like these never been right, but Yusuf, you know this. Say when you go to any game at any stadium, if there's only one stadium one station you can go into, it's a nightmare basically.
Yeah,
just because like
Wembley is the same. Wembley Stadium's the same.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare.
Wembley Stadium, right? The one thing about Wembley Stadium is that they built the underpass underneath the road, didn't they? So
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You don't even have to cross the road, but it's now like. But even then, to control crowd flow and everything, they can't let too many people into the stadium.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You know, 3 stadiums is going to be quite nice, especially if you're going to expand it as well, right? You're looking at 40,000 now. If you're expanding this to 80K, right, that's double the amount of people that's going to be traveling to the ground.
And think about it, that would actually be a good thing for the owners to get more money, because there'll be more season ticket holders, there'll be more members, there'll be more people buying tickets.
It's not the owners, you see, let's not even make it the owners. The football club.
Yeah, I understand
people become very sentimental when we use the American owners. They think that the owners are just cash cow, just here to pick up the money. But no, they are picking up money from somewhere, people's money they've invested into the football club, and they have to get money back to where they pick up the money from. So that's why we have to make it that way. So the fans.
I also heard people saying that you can put car parks in there. But here's the next question I do have to ask. Right, let's say, Nee, you said you wanted to redevelop the stadium, yeah?
Yeah. No. I don't want to redevelop the stadium.
No.
I want us to do what?
You said expand the stadium first.
Expand the stadium, but I'm saying expand the stadium. But if it's not possible to be able to get this 70,000 capacity, then it's better for us to move away from there to Earls Court, which gives us much more room.
I have another question.
Yeah.
If you were to say expand the stadium, where would you play during the expansion? Because you're probably not gonna, because you got to do works on the roof and everything, so it's unlikely that you're going to be able to play at the stadium. Where would you go?
To me, like I said, okay, if you have to expand the stadium, you have Wembley over there. Wembley will be free only when international matches today. We can rent the place out for a period of time until.
I think the most likely option, the closest one that they said, is Twickenham, but Twickenham has another problem, which is, the train services are a lot less frequent at the underground, and it has like double the capacity as well. So like, if you think getting to the stadium now is bad, like it's going to get like maybe 3 times worse at Twickenham.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only problem.
Do you really mean Tottenham? Do you mean Tottenham? Is that what you mean?
No, Twickenham.
What's Twickenham?
Rugby stadium. It's a
rugby stadium.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought maybe you're trying to make fun of Tottenham Hotspur. It's not like that.
It's a rugby stadium. Okay. It's called the.
But
I'll be first in line. I'll be first in line to do that every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. After this.
All right, guys. Let's try and tell, because we're gonna lose UC very soon. UC, if I know you were saying something regarding I think I don't know. Let's try and wrap up with yesterday's game so we don't get off topic, guys. Let's try and do that. There's the LD stadium discussion. Always we're gonna come into that. It's gonna come up, and probably before even the season starts, there will be much more stadium discussion, because the owners of the stadium, I forgot what they call them. The name is it Supporters Trust or something like that? I forgot what they call it.
Supporters Trust, yeah.
Chelsea Supporters Trust, yeah. They will definitely come up with something before the season starts again. So yeah, definitely. So I was discussing this. What do you guys make of the absence of Nicolas Jackson? Also, that did it really impact the team, or did it affect the team positively or negatively?
I mean, you could clearly see we didn't need him. Well, I say I was about to say yesterday, but it's today. The game was today, but you could clearly see that we didn't need him. Obviously, Liam Delap got his goal, but like, he could have been like a good I say this, he could have been a good option, like either to like maybe just sub in for Liam Delap if he gets tired, or like, Jackson originally started his career in the left wing. I don't know if you know this, Nee, but he actually did. Yeah. Like, he played a lot on the left wing at Villarreal as well. So I feel like he could be a good option for the left wing if we were to keep him next season as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Lot of Nation, Makeem, guys, have put a link in there. Whoever is free, who wants to join us and have a say on yesterday's game. Lord said the Benfica will be a very tough game. We're gonna be tired at the start of the season in this upcoming Premier League game. So Kim Soul, Lord Victor Nation in there, and Makeem also in here. Big up to everyone joining us on the show today. Don't forget, Yusuf's channel is right there. I forget the name of it, but I have to put this one down, so always I can just clip it and show you. Yusuf is right there. Also, Chelsea fan has his own platform. You guys will be very, very happy if you guys can support him. Make sure we get some numbers on this platform. Kim Soul said hello to everyone here. He said Jackson on the left. Yes, Jackson. He would do Jackson on the left-hand side. But yeah, I want to know what you guys make of Jackson's absence yesterday. Let's hear from Makeem. Makeem, good evening, good afternoon to you, brother. Mate, welcome back to the show,
I have to head out now. Yeah,
you have to. Okay. Before Makeem comes, jump in.
Safe
You have to
flight.
head out. We'll take
thank you very
about
much.
60 seconds from you, Yusuf. Go for it.
No problem.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I've got to go catch my flight now. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Yeah, make sure you check out my channel. It goes to Chelsea Blues. On about 247 subs right now. It's only going up, guys. It's only going up. There's good content on there. Match previews. We've got match reviews, fan cams for next season as well. Don't you worry. Yeah, there's going to be
300.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's going to be live streams as well for other important games. You're getting a lot of good content on there. Premier League predictions as well soon. Don't you guys worry, I will be doing that. So yeah, good content on there, and I'll see you guys when I'm back in the UK.
Sure. You're safe. Take care of yourself. Safe journey back home, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, mate.
You're welcome. All right, so still have Makeem here. Still have Sion here with me. Let's hear from Makeem. Makeem, like I said, good afternoon, good evening to you, brother.
Yes, sir. All is good. How you feeling today? How's the mood today? Well, how is it, Lee? How are we today? What's the mood like? You see?
Beautiful feeling. I'm just happy seeing the young striker up front. And Nkuku was so brilliant. His performance, he played very well behind a typical number 9. That should show that's what we're lacking.
I will be back for the 6 p.m. stream, however.
All right. Yeah, Sion, take care. Yeah. We'll see you in the CCM.
I got something to do, but I will be back for 6 p.m. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Take care, man.
All
right, man. All right.
This is what we've been waiting for, you know, an overall classy performance from top to bottom. You know, nothing was missing too much. There wasn't too many holes. There wasn't too many gaps. Even Noni Madueke. I don't know if you realize that Noni Madueke played very well yesterday.
He was on the left-hand side. This time he was on the left-hand side playing, causing damage.
Yeah.
Nutmegs and everything.
Yeah. The Madueke haters, unfortunately, I have to admit, it's forced. It's not real. It's like the Sancho hate. Sancho was hated for a long time, and then when we actually warmed up to the boy, then he just decided to leave us, you know. But if he stayed, he would have been one of our own. And I feel like Madueke, we should appreciate him, because he's been our best winger since he's come to the club, and he's been consistent with that. So I feel like, you know, if you have someone like Kudus that's going to come in and challenge his position, give him the opportunity to fight for his spot. You know, don't just take one out and take out the other, you know, because they're both physically made for the Premier League. You can't go wrong with either one of them, you know. And when you have the likes of Estevan William, you don't want him to get bullied off the ball or anything like that. So when you have someone like Kudus there, that's solid enough, that's versatile enough, and then you have the likes of Madueke, it's a match made in heaven. So don't throw your buggies and your toys at the pram just because you don't like somebody. Just take the process and let it go through. I was happy about Nkunku yesterday. It's just that it's a shame that we finally, after all this time, when he's leaving, it's a shame that now is the time that they want to play him in his rightful position. You know,
Yeah,
you should have been doing that from a long time ago, but
because
they have their way of doing things.
we didn't have the traditional number 9, just like Lord Vipanation said in his comments. It's Nkunku. Nkunku said that he plays much better behind the striker, which we all know that he's been forced to play as the main striker and the false 9, which is not his game. You get what I'm saying? So that could be the reason why he was much better being like a playmaker behind the striker, causing havoc.
That's just what I was telling you yesterday. Nkunku, he's a goal scorer. He's got end product. But when it comes to creativity, leave that to Cole Palmer. That's where it comes down to it. When it comes to crashing the box and finishing and having end product, you can count on Nkunku any day to do that. But if you're gonna put him up front by himself without a big man up there, he's not gonna do well by himself. So we need to get the best out of what we already have before we start throwing people out and start not appreciating what they bring to the table. Look at Tosin yesterday. Look at that. Look at that. Who could have imagined that Tosin would be our savior?
And I like the communication between him and the set piece specialist. Like he keep going to them and say, "Hey, I want you to hook the ball that way. I'm the tallest guy in that defense. Take it there for me."
Yeah. He has presence. He's a leader. He's precise. He doesn't make mistakes. He has not made a mistake since he's come to the club. And I feel like when you have guys like Cole Palmer, you have your best player, Cole Palmer, who I think is a Galactico. Yeah. When you have your best players, when they score a goal, don't look at the celebration too tough. Look at who they're running to. When you look at who they're running to, that's the leader. Liam Delap ran to Tosin. Cole Palmer. You look at Cole Palmer's a funny guy. I love this kid. You see him at the end with Tosin. You see, Cole Palmer's been advertising Tosin for a long time now that he's the guy. He's the guy. He's been the guy. He's always been the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, what? If there's someone whose word then that I can trust in this team, usually I don't trust players because players always say and do, the politically correct things. But I will trust Cole Palmer's judgment when it comes to Tosin. I will trust him. That he's our starter. He's clearly the leader of this team. Because look at Reece James. He doesn't have the oomph and the presence that Tosin has. Tosin's not a shy guy. You need guys like this. You need to appreciate them.
I agree. I agree with McKean 100%. I mean, you really spot on. Tosin was just an impressive player. He was very, very good yesterday. A lot coming from us more on today's show. We're reviewing yesterday's big game as Chelsea has qualified to round of 16 in the ongoing Club World Cup competition taking place here in America. Brilliant performance from the likes of Liam Delap. Yet also one catastrophic performance from the Esperance de Tunis goalkeeper. Big up to you guys all here watching us live. Lord Vipper Nation, Chelsea section tie. Big up to you. Lord Vipper Nation said I would give Nkunku another chance if he played at camp, but his laziness in games, I'm hoping to part away from Lord Vipper Nation. Since Lord said, I would say we add a centre back to complement Tosin. That's my opinion. Absolutely. Tight. So big up to me and everyone. Though you have forgotten me. I don't know. I don't think I have forgotten you. I haven't forgotten you at all. Been very, very busy. Mate, 2 streams a day. It's not that easy. And shots and all that is not an easy work to do. Love Up Nation said that Tosin and Palmer are best friends now. That's from a lot of information. Palmer said, what, Lord? He said, Palmer said Lavia is one of the best midfielders he's seen. I would like Lavia. He need to stop visiting the hospital. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. Like getting injured. He also need consistency. It's not about consistency. Can also do with your performance, and also you not being on the pitch can affect the team. But Lavia Reece James, these two players, and also Wesley Fofana. When these three players are healthy, they are good players. No doubt they are top players. But if the player is not putting in the shift and is always been benched, then what's the point? You get just like I want to see my club captain, Reece James on the pitch. And I understand they're working with him. They want to make sure he's always fit for the team. But yesterday, I know there's a lot of rotation, but I want to see my club captain on the pitch all the time. If it's not playing that many games, then what's the point of being the club captain?
You've seen your club captain. You need to accept it. It's Tosin. Tosin is the captain. He's the leader of all these young boys. Tosin has welcomed Cole Palmer as a youngster from the City days.
Yeah.
He's welcomed Lavia from City days. He's welcomed Delap from City days. We need to put more respect on Uncle Tosin. He knows how to lead the back line as well at the same time. Look how good Cole plays here when he's next to Tosin.
I think the oldest in the squad now, isn't he? Almost 27.
There you go. Yeah.
He's got a lot of experience. Premier League from Man City to Fulham and then to Chelsea. He's got, although he's not the quickest, you don't need to you don't need that pace to be a top defender. The Premier League.
You know what I need?
You don't need.
You know what? I used to think that. But he's actually very, very, very quick. Do you know what the thing is? Yeah, is that the City boys, the City youngsters that we have, the Lavia, Cole Palmer, and Tosin, even the Lap, they all have one thing in common. They don't waste any stride. They don't run for nothing.
Right.
The Lap, his speed is not, maybe not in stamina, but when it comes to sprinting, he's up there with Jackson. Do not get it wrong. He's very quick and strong, but he knows when to do it. Like the timing, these boys they're made for this. They don't waste any runs. Tosin, he ran next to Haaland. He kept up with Haaland. Do you know how really fast Haaland is? Haaland is very fast.
Yeah, it's very quick.
Very, very fast. Yeah. He doesn't waste any stride because you have to save your energy for the whole game. This is experience.
Exactly. All right, that's Makim. You hear from Makim. Yeah, Makim's hyping up these Chelsea players. Hope that they don't disappoint him when the season starts. There's been a few talk in the town. Cole Palmer, big up to Cole Palmer. He said, I hope we get some Chelsea news today. Yeah, we hope maybe, hopefully by the time we go live, we can have a Einstein or Fabrizio Romano saying, here we go for Jimmy Gittins. It looks like his deal is almost done. Cole Palmer said, if suitable offer comes for Jackson and Noni, I will, his Noni Madueke, they are gone. That is from Cole Palmer. And also, there's been some link. I don't want to make today's show right now, the show that we have in the first show, to be more of a transfer. I wanted to keep it to the review of yesterday's game. And 6 p.m. UK time, we'll be back again with the big show. It's the transfer news. We have lots of new links. Yeah, and also looks like Malo Gusto has the German Bundesliga teams are showing some interest on Malo Gusto. Bayern Munich is one of them. Hopefully, if they want Gusto, they can have him. Let's get a top defender. Bring in Gusto. Struggled a little bit yesterday in that left hand side, but he was able to recover quickly. Tosin almost done his ankle. Makim, he almost slipped his out and snapped his ankle. Did you see that? But I think he works off it, and then he finished the game. very, very well.
Very passionate player, very very important player. This we haven't had this type of certainty in the defense for a very long time outside of Cucurella.
The talk right now in town is, if Chelsea goes on to win this competition, does it make them the best club in the world? What's your take on it? I know where I stand. Where I stand is all positive, and I've explained it from the beginning, and I can say it again. But does it make them the best club in the world if they win it?
We are the best club in the world. I'm gonna be biased about this. You know me already. We are the best because we've touched everything there
I mean,
needs to be
you
done
got
in
to
such
support your
little
own.
time.
So you
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
support your
yeah.
own. So yeah, I'll take that from you.
Because even the players that we're gonna get rid of here, it's not like they're bad players. They're gonna be big players in other places, like the Nkunku's, even
Mhm.
Malo Gusto. He's not gonna go and do bad. He's going to go and do good. Disasi going to Villa, he's going to go and do good. Disasi has similar qualities to Tosin. He's going to go and do good. The qualities are still there. It's just that we have specifics and our rotations here needs updated. We need a better rotation system. We have the talent. We have the best team. We have everything that needs to be done there. But if you don't have a good rotation, your players are going to get worn out and they're not going to see any cups really because other teams are ready, like Liverpool's, and
Right,
everybody's spending.
right.
Everybody's spending big. So there's no reason why, if we have the right rotations with the likes of Andrew Santos and all of those guys, there's no reason why we shouldn't challenge for the Premier League, really. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We have the strongholds, we have the positioning, we have the talents. Just that we don't need to get rid of what we have. We don't
Exactly.
need to sell too much. Yeah, we don't need to sell too much.
I even said that, look, playing this competition, everyone is playing. I've seen all the top players I can see in the world. The likes of Real Madrid playing Vinicius Jr., all these top players, Courtois and goal posts. Who else haven't we seen for Real Madrid? The one I haven't seen, Kylian Mbappe, is the one I haven't seen so far. And who else? Atletico Madrid, I've seen them. And Barca is not in at this moment. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, those are the top teams from Spain. Germany also. I think we have Bayern Munich. I've seen all their top players playing this competition. So Chelsea also paraded what they have according to the contract signed by this club in this World Cup competition. This is not a joke competition. 100 million is at stake. Money is at stake. And I've seen the top players. So Chelsea wins it. Obviously, they are the top best club in the world, no matter how they take it. And also, they qualify. They also made it the top 4 in England, so they are pushing it. If you're looking for the top teams in England, they're one of them. So I'll say, yeah, why not? Chelsea being and also they're gonna have the badge in front of their jersey for the whole for a season of 4 years. And this is a new competition setup, a new format put out for these teams. So if you're the first team that wins it, why wouldn't you be proud of yourself as a club winning the new would I say the new competition that's being set up, and 100 million at stake? That's a lot of money. Chelsea can go in
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
spend
yeah.
more money on players.
We we have so much qualities here that we can cover every aspect of styles. You know, you have
Right.
when you have different styles for every position. Yeah, for example, you have like
Mm.
a 3 different style of strikers. Personally, yeah, why I say we shouldn't get rid of too many people. Going forward, I wouldn't mind if we just have Delap and Mark Aguirre changing back and forth. I would not be mad. We get rid of Jackson, maybe bring an Ekitike or Osman, really. But if we even just utilize the majority of the times Delap and Aguirre, they're quite similar type of, Aguirre is more like a Lewandowski. He's more like a baby
Magui.
Lewandowski. And yeah, Marguerite, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bit mean with it. But the lad, he's more like a Gyökeres. He can hit you where it hurts, bang at the right time. So you have two different types of world-class strikers. Yeah, I don't think we don't need that much. They are great talents. And remember, Mark Guehi, yeah, is projected to be better than Sami Omorodion. Based on Guehi coming to Chelsea, yeah, he's lost his place to Sami Omorodion, yeah, for the
Yeah.
Spanish centre forward. If we didn't have Mark Guehi, he would probably still be in the Spain number one. So we have talent there. We don't need to sleep on it. We have Andres Santos there. We don't need to sleep on it. Isugo. We have the artilleries to go forward. Even the Maduekes and those guys, they're good enough. They just need to have the competition on the wings. That's it. That's it. We just need addition. We don't need to get rid of too much. There's not many skin to shed off. But yeah, that's my take though.
I mean, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Guys, that's Makim over there for you. We've gone through pretty much almost everything. We've talked about the Delap himself as a striker, the options that he provided up front. Do Chelsea still need a hybrid of a striker like it could take it like just like Makim said, and absolutely he said, yeah, we need a one like that. But we already have Jackson. Maybe we prefer putting Jackson on the left hand side. We've also talked about Enzo Maresca. No, we haven't talked about Enzo Maresca as a coach and his tactics. And it looks like the preseason. We saw a bit of preseason yesterday. Lots of changes. We saw Andre Santos getting first minute and Enzo Maresca. What do you make of Santos' performance yesterday with that few minutes left?
Beautiful.
You're
Don't be
impressed. You're
scared.
impressed.
Don't be scared of Enzo losing his place because I feel like that's what the directors are doing. It feels
No,
like
I'm
they're
not.
scared.
I don't think it's going to happen either. He's not even there
Yeah,
for Enzo
so
Fernandez. I think he's there for
that
Caicedo backup, cover up.
yeah, he plays quite similar to Casado.
Yeah.
And to be honest, yeah, we can have the rotations. That's what I'm saying. As long as the rotations are good, yeah, we don't need much in this team. We have it all. Andres Santos is good enough, and he looked. And what I liked here, I seen cocky Andres Santos, and I like the fact that he's nervous with his team. That means he wants to impress. I
Yeah.
like that.
What
I
about
like that.
I think was he Isugu, right? Isugu, the one that came in for was he Enzo Fernandez? Was that Enzo
Yeah,
Isugu for
yeah,
Enzo
yeah.
Fernandez? Right. I'm not so
Good
exactly sure
player.
who.
Yeah, good players. Strongholds. This is what we're talking about. We don't need much. We have enough talent to do everything that needs to be done. Give them all the time and space to express themselves. We can go for the remember we were second, until Maresca decided to do this madness and the poor rotations and we just went off rails. We were second
Yeah,
for a while. So it's possible. Benny, I'm gonna see you later for the 6 o'clock stream. I'll go do something
exactly.
quickly. I'll go do some paperwork and I'm gonna leave you later, yeah?
Yeah, take care. Take care, Makim. Thank you very much for coming on. As usual.
Peace,
We
peace,
have
peace, peace.
yeah, we have man like Makim who just jumped on in there. We have JC also joining us here. Still want to hear from you. I got half an hour more. Think I got 22 more minutes to be down for today, this morning stream. I have another stream to catch up later today. That will be 6 p.m. UK time. JC, big up to you, JC in the building. JC. JC said, hello, Nick Zion McKean. And how are you all doing? We are doing wonderful. We're doing very, very good, McKean, JC. JC said, are we making player judgment based on 20 minutes cameo? People need to calm down about Santos. I don't think we're trying to I don't think we're really judging him fully based on that minute we saw, but we're trying to look at how impressive he was. Oh, did he struggle? Because we knew that the reason why he hasn't got game time for the past 2 games, he hasn't got any game time because he's trying to understand the manager's role and style of football. So we want to know, how did he fail? How was he for that few minutes that he played? We want to know, how did he struggle? Was he good? We'll see more. We're gonna get more from him maybe against Benfica. Hopefully, we can get more assessment of his performance against Benfica, which was will be much more tougher. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think. JC, let me know what you think of yesterday's performance regarding Delap, the absence of Nicolas Jackson, the defensive solidity, and also the Enzo Maresca tactics this time, and how he was able to have that number of changes and still did not affect the flow or the harmony of the team. Team was very, very good, kept the clean sheet. Catastrophic goalkeeping from the Esperance de Tunis goalkeeper. But also, we have to give the credit to the Liam Delap finish yesterday, where he just passed the ball into the goalkeeper's left-hand side. Brilliant performance, brilliant game. There's been a lot of improvement, would I say positivities that we can take from yesterday's game. And I do like it. I do like what I saw yesterday. I hope that I was a bit nervous, I was a bit optimistic going into the game. But as soon as the game kick off, after 5 minutes, my nerves were all calm, and I was like, "These guys can finish the game." And Chelsea have made it to the round of 16th. Impressive. Another 2 million gain yesterday. We've gained one loss, so we get 4 million from just playing 2 games. 4 million can buy lots of talented players from the grassroots level, which we can nest them, we can bring them up and train them to become better for the future. We've also get more money in the bank. So the further we go in the competition, my fear was I just want us to play more games because just like Steven said the other day, we don't want Chelsea to be out of the competition that early stage of it, because once they go home, it means that we're out of the competition. Everyone's going to go home, and they got nothing else doing. They got nothing. They will be rusty until we wait for them to come again for preseason, because we haven't organized preseason game. The only preseason games, we got 2 preseason games that they'll play at Stamford Bridge before the season starts. So we want, the further we go in this competition, it gives us the manager more options of what he's going to start with next season in terms of who he's keeping and who he's going to sell, because we have lots of players that have to be sold this season. Desas is one of them who is not with the team at this moment. Raheem Sterling also one of them who has to be will be sold, and also there's some transfer news coming up. So second stream, we'll talk more about transfer news. 6 p.m. UK time. Today is this morning stream, afternoon stream, wherever you are watching it. It's more of a review of yesterday's beautiful game that we witnessed. So if you're there, I've sent a link in there. I still have less than 20 minutes or 20 minutes to go. Less than 20 minutes to end the stream. I want to do it an hour, 30 minutes stream for the review of yesterday's game. So if you're there, the link I've already sent a link in the comments section below, in the comments section. So click on it. If you want to come over here and chat with me, giving me your point or what you saw in yesterday's game. I'll be very, very happy to talk to you when you join the studio. So like I said, I've gone through it. I've seen everyone. I've seen all the performance. Some more games today. There'll be some more games coming up today. Big up to JC, yes, from Makim. Makim is doing some paperwork, maybe, yeah, transaction business, money up and down. Don't forget, Makim, the money gets too much. Remember, Nees here. Pass some of the money over to me. I'll take it. I really appreciate it if you do it. If you do so. All right. So any more Nicolas Jackson. Do we still need a hybrid of a striker for to come over and help? What do you guys make of Christopher Nkunku's performance? I saw these yesterday, and I was like, that is a good performance. Would I say let me share that screen. Give me a second. Let me look for it. Hopefully I can find it and I'll click on it. Performance wise from the guys yesterday. Let me bring that on the screen. I don't need these to be here. I need these to be on the screen. So all right. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me share that screen. Here we go. 5. What happened to 5? All right. Okay. So this is what I was talking about yesterday. Oh, what the heck? Not this one. Lord help me. I got a different screen here. Okay. Not this one again. Where are you, buddy? Oh, can guys, I apologize for the delay. I'm still not getting what I'm looking for. I'm not getting one screen here. All right, maybe this one. Oh, come on. There you go. What the heck? All right, so let me go to This is a performance from the players yesterday. Nicolas Nkunku and Christopher Nkunku's performance playing behind Delap. And I think there was a comment here from Lord Vibration who said that was a actually has to do with Lavia. This one has to do with Lavia. There was one from Lord Vibration and Christopher Nkunku. Yeah, he said that I'll give Nkunku another chance. No, this one. What I was trying to say is it has to do with Nkunku playing behind Delap. And we've seen Nkunku playing multiple times. He has been as a striker when there have been some few injuries, which is not his game. Playing as a top main striker is not his game. But can we say that he's been used wrongly at Chelsea Football Club? Has Nkunku been used wrongly at the football club? If not, yesterday we saw. What about Drisbury Hall's performance? I think it was good. 71. Enzo Fernandez 8.5. Having an assist from Tosin. Tosin 8.4. So, and that's what Champon, man. This boy has lots of confidence to drive the ball from his position, trying to join the attack. I know sometimes he hit the ball a little bit too heavy, but this Lord Vibration said Hall was decent, but he's not a winger. Dries Hall, yeah, he's not a winger, but he was. What I've been saying, I said this yesterday. He's not the big name player, but he does the basic right. I know he struggled from beginning of the season when he joined, but after that, look at his performance. His games in the Europe and the Conference League, they were all spot on. He played very, very well. And yesterday we did even talk about the number of minutes he's played so far. He has a lot of minutes in the Premier League, and he's been good. He's been good. So I'll give him the credit. Drisbury Hall has been good. Should we keep him or sell him? I know he needs game time. He wants to play first in football, but can he still be part of this team and work his way out to where he wants to be? Or is it time for us to ship him on? I think that he hasn't done that bad since he's joined the team. 35 million spent on him. It's not that bad. I think at least we help Leicester City out to get him, because we're getting Maresca from Leicester City, and it's a good deal. Malo Gusto also struggled a bit, but he was okay. What do you make of Tosin? I wouldn't talk about Tosin because he had a standout performance yesterday. What about Badishile? Achampon, Lavia was great yesterday. Nodi Madueke, just like Ham said, Lord Vibration said he is a bit frustrating sometimes, very, very inconsistent. Delap was also very, very good. Good finish from him. And there's a lot more we can talk about this team as we move forward. So guys, wherever you're watching us from, don't forget to do the one thing is to just like, comment, and subscribe. And also you can smash that like button on today's show. The best way this channel can go places is you doing just one thing, liking the video and sharing it if you can do that to help us here. Lord Vibration says strong. It's strange about the lineup. Gusto left back, Benio Badishia center back, we definitely need money spent on the left back, center back, also winger, top goalkeeper, and also a class striker from Lord Verpenation. Absolutely, a class striker right now. I don't know if there's going to be any striker coming in before the window close. Me, I also say it's still there's still more time left for the window to be slam shut, so we can keep our ears and eyes open on any strike link. But I don't. If you're thinking about the Gyökeres, I don't think it's going to happen. If you're thinking about Victor Osimhen, that's out of the door, not happening either. Ekiteke could be the move, but then I think Eintracht Frankfurt is asking for too much money for Ekiteke. I don't know where you guys stand on it. I know he's a hybrid of a striker. He's not the typical number 9. He's a bit like Jackson, but he is more finisher. He's more of a good finisher. Can Jackson learn? Can Delap push Jackson to up his game in terms of finishing? To have that, for us to be able to have that hybrid of that striker, for us to have our own Jackson Ekiteke. That makes sense. Jackson Ekiteke in the football club. Maybe we can do that. So, waiting for some more news as time goes on. Cole Palmer, big up to you. He said, I now see why Noni Madueke wants to be sold. He is very, very inconsistent, which is very, very true. His performance has been very, very inconsistent. Last season, remember after the hat-trick that he scored beginning, I think was it against Wolverhampton Wanderers, if I can remember. The hat-trick, after that, Noni Madueke went missing for the rest of the season. Yeah, he went missing for the rest of the season. So it's a big ask for Noni Madueke to stay consistent. If not, there's been link to join Newcastle United. And you have to remember that Alexander Isak will be sold. Newcastle United will sell Alexander Isak this season for them to be able to make much more money. That's a big problem for Newcastle United. They need money. And if they sell him, he will be going for at least nothing less than 90 million. Alexander Isak will be going nothing less than 90 million. Who will pay 90 million for Alexander Isak? DNA with these days, how FFP is on club's neck, you can't overspend. Owners cannot invest, cannot put too much money into the football club from the pocket. You want the football club to, their dealings to take care of the club itself. Let's say you winning competitions brings money, you selling football players to bring in money. That's how they want you to run your football club. And it's going to be very, very hard for the likes of Newcastle, the likes of these championship teams to compete with the top teams out there who have already established themselves. Roman Abramovich have established Chelsea, Manchester City, Sheikh Mansour, I'm sure that's the name, has also put them somewhere better where they're able to compete with likes of Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea. But can the other smaller teams do that? It's going to be difficult. Do they have enough players from the academy to sell to be able to beef up the first 11 squad or the senior squad? That'll be a very, very big question for the smaller teams to answer. Noni was linked to Arsenal once. That's a while ago. I haven't seen lately at the recent time that he's been linked with Arsenal. I know Arsenal, I've been linked with I don't know what's going on with the Sesko deal. I think it's a deal that he can do. Either Arsenal wants to start the season again without a number 9. That's what I'm thinking. Because Gyökeres is going to be high wages also. They'll be paying almost about 250, nothing less than 250 for Gyökeres, which Chelsea doesn't want to do that. Chelsea is not willing to increase player wages. They want to increase player wages based on the performance you put on the pitch. So when you come to the football club, they will give you that money, but you have to show that. We've seen Palmer has got a wage increase in last season. Jackson also wage increase last season. I think very soon they will increase Moses Caicedo's wages very, very soon due to his performance last season. So that is what they want to do. They want you to come in. If you were making 350 or 200 or 250 a week, show it on the pitch. Score the goals, and you get a wage increase. They don't want you to come in and be making 250 on your performance stinks or when your performance is not that great. Either you come and make 150 to start off with and get a wage increase as time goes on due to your performance. All right, so Cole Palmer said, I think that Noni, Jackson, Disasi, Sterling, Felix will all leave, maybe Gusto in addition to the outgoing squad. Palmer said, if is Disasi going Villa? That's a big question. I don't think Villa want to make that move permanent because I think I'm not so sure the exact price tag on Disasi right now. I have to look into my books and talk about it in the next stream that we do because we have another stream coming up 6 p.m. UK time. Yeah, I don't know if I think either I don't know how much he has left on the book right now. Maybe 35, 40 million is what Chelsea will be looking for Disasi, and I'm not sure if Villa are going to make his move permanent. If so, we have money to get from Disasi to beef up the defensive squad or the defensive aspect of our squad. All right, so guys, we literally have just 5 minutes left on the clock right now. 5 minutes left to leave the show. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it cool. See if there's some something new coming from the Premier League. Any more news? Atletico Madrid links. All right, this is coming from Caught Offside, and it says that text looks like it's closer. Look at Borussia Dortmund winger as he is close in on the move to Chelsea. Full story is right there. Jimmy Gettins is on his way to Chelsea, and a few more Brighton. Yeah, Brighton news here. Yeah. What are we looking at? Any more news? Okay. One from Manchester United. I don't want to do a transfer show, but I got 5 minutes left, and I want to just look at what we have. I'm getting on X at this moment. United are getting close at signing Brian Bouma from Brentford. United want to confirm in Bournemouth before returning for preseason on July 7th. Second offer, 60 million plus, not far for Brentford expectations, with add-ons being discussed from. So yeah, we might see Brian Bremer also joining Manchester United. Would they change United and bring it back to where they used to be? That's also a big question. So guys, so don't forget to like the stream. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new or if you're already a subscriber to this channel, we'll be back with top. We'll have all our guys in later on in today's stream talking transfer news. What do you make of Estavio's performance, Liam Delap performance? We're done for now. Let's hear if this is from, I think, DAZN, which I don't want to take a risk to play it. Kepa Arrizabalaga is on his way. Yeah, Kepa Arrizabalaga is on his way. And if you look at players that Chelsea have sent to Arsenal Football Club within the last decade, we have William Gallas also going the other way. We have defenders. If you talk about defenders, we have William Gallas going the other way. We've seen Willian also joining Arsenal. David Luiz also joining Arsenal. If you guys can remember, what's his name? What's his name again? I forgot him. The guy from he came to Chelsea. He went to Real Madrid. Lassana Diarra. Yeah, Lassana Diarra is the name. Also went to Arsenal. Jorginho went to Arsenal from Chelsea to Arsenal. Benayoun. You guys remember Benayoun? Liverpool Benayoun, who joined Chelsea. I think proud to the Europa League. Yeah, our first Europa League that we won. You see, Benayoun was part of the squad that won it at Istanbul? The first time we won it. And also Kai Havertz from Chelsea to Arsenal. Peter Cech from Chelsea to Arsenal. Then the latest, remember Raheem Sterling, who is with Arsenal at this moment. Now the latest on the list is Kepa Arrizabalaga, who is a ball-playing goalkeeper, also joining Arsenal. That's the latest at this moment. But let me know what you guys make of Chelsea still making deals with Arsenal Football Club. we'll talk about that later. Also latest news, Adam Lallana, if you guys remember, Brighton Football Club, and also he plays for Brighton, he plays for Southampton, played for Liverpool at one point in time, has finally retired from football. Yes, he's now emerging as a coach. Yeah, he wants to be a coach at this moment. So yeah, Adam Lallana has retired from football, and also Jerome Kwanzaa. At this moment, Kwanzaa deal closely revealed last week. We will be I think Liverpool sold him 60 million. Wow, 60 million to a German Bundesliga. Is that Bayern Leverkusen? I'm sure it was Bayern Leverkusen. Jerome Kwanzaa, Liverpool centre back, young talented centre back, has been sold to German club. There's more transfer news to talk about. Sunderland have open talks to sign Marcin Boca. If you guys remember Marcin Boca was from Chelsea Academy. He tried to see if he could be, Peter Cech replacement when he left, but couldn't get that chance. Marcin Boca, right now he's been heavily linked to join Sunderland Football Club. Boca used to be with PSG. Now he is with Nice at this moment, and he's been linked to join Sunderland Football Club to be the #1 goalkeeper. So we want to hear more from Fab later today. Cole Palmer, thank you very much. I think our time is up. We've hit an hour, 30 minutes. Time to wrap up the show. Cole Palmer said, I think that we got Gettins and Kudus out. Look, I want Kudus, but is there room for Kudus on the right-hand side? I think that side is choked. Estavio will be coming. Also, will be joining Chelsea after the Club World Cup competition is over. Cole Palmer said a lot is going on behind the scenes. Absolutely, Cole Palmer. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. We're about to wrap up. And tune in 6:30, I think 6 p.m. UK time. We'll be live with the latest transfer news. Mostly the done deal deals. The done deal deals is what we will be talking about later when we come on the show today. So I'm done for the day. My name is Nate Zion, your host for BlueClouds Media show. Remember, this show is brought to you by BlueClouds Media LLC. And we're going to end the stream today. I always say, Leo Desperandos, hang on to hope. Adios. See you guys again later tonight's stream. Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive.